now. Okay. So, so as I was saying, yeah, I don't want you to lose motivation. I don't want you to feel upset and distressed with yourself. You know, our group is there to motivate us. And yes, you know, some may have a particularly good lucky streak one week and some may not, but I don't want you to measure your success in comparison to other people. As soon as you do that, as soon as you put your head and you start losing your goal, you will lose. I don't care what business you are in. I don't care, you know, even us as people, you know, you're going to get haters, you're going to get people that talk a load of crap. And as soon as you start listening to it and giving it life, you'll start losing the game. All right. Don't worry about anyone else and where they are at. Okay. We're all on our journey, and everyone is going to be experiencing different trials and tribulations, different setups in their family. And the idea is to always think to yourself, I am doing the best that I can. And that is honestly the bottom line. Okay. Take accountability. If you're not putting in the work, well, chances are you aren't going to get the results. And that's kind of the same with anything. Don't put the effort, don't put the energy. It's not going to happen. Rochelle started this wicked group on Instagram. And, you know, I had a couple of comments from girls saying, oh my God, I've just spent all my morning commenting. And I was like, yeah, I know, but when you post your picture, you're going to get so many comments and likes. So, well, you think you're going to get comments and likes and not to put the work in. So everything is, everything requires work. It requires time. Okay. Nothing is, oh, I'll join this and I'm going to be a millionaire overnight. It just doesn't work like that. So if we have a look at the various personalities, as I said, there are 4 different types of personalities, right? And I love it. And all of you also should be able, as we go along, be able to think, right, which personality am I? Okay, and I'm going to ask you all because I think it's really funny. Okay, so yellow, right? Yellow are the nurturers. They're the helpers. They're the supportive, you know, they're normally like teachers, full-time moms. They love, you know, helping their kids, nurses. They love helping people get what they want. They're not sometimes very interested in hard business side of things. They can be a little bit indecisive sometimes because they really feel like they need to put a lot of thought into it, but they're quite busy with like family life and everything. They're very well organized and they're great at multitasking. Okay. And we are naming this Mr. Rogers. All right, this is the Mr. Rogers personality. So what they want to know how your product company is helping. How are you helping? What is Monat doing to help? Okay. They love like hugs and like they're very like compassionate and warm and tactile people. And honestly, their sole purpose is to serve others and to help other people. They will do anything for their team and they're just literally nice and loving. Okay. So things to mention to these type of people is how Monat is about gratitude, how we're Leap and Bunny certified. So like for me, I love animals and you all know that my dog died on Friday. So animals for me are extremely important, and Leap and Bunny certified, when I heard that, was like, wow, it was like a game changer for me. They like products that are all about clean, vegan, you know, gluten-free, botanical, plant-based, right? So these type of people really want you to emphasize on how these products help others. So if you come across this type of personality, understand that you're dealing with the Rogers. They are the yellow people, right? So they are the nurturers, whales, helpers in brackets. Okay, so then we come on to the blue team, right? The blue personalities. They're the head cheerleader. Woo! They love fun, okay? They're adventurous. They love meeting new people. They enjoy selling. They're always talking. They're telling long stories. They won't listen. They're trendy. They're popular. They're the life and soul of the party. They rarely book follow-ups. So if you do find that, you know, you have an MP who's a head cheerleader, or you come across a potential customer that is a blue leader, that sometimes they're going to need a little bit more help with regards to following up and ensuring that, you know, they are nurturing their team, because they're just too much having fun and, you know, getting active and helping and buzzing out. So they believe that they're great multitaskers, but in fact they are not. They're not, but they think they are, because they're head cheerleaders. They're like, whoa, let's do this, hey, party. So they want to live life. They want to travel the world. They're very sociable. They're not organized at all. They're always late. They don't necessarily care about competition, but they want to be the center of, you know, the attention of the room. They make noise. They want to have a blast. All right. So what do we mention to these type of cheerleaders? Right. So when pitching them, you want to mention that, you know, Monat do free trips, that we can qualify for free trips. You know, there's like cars that you could potentially win. We have celebrities on board. We have influence on board. You know, it's all about motivating one another. It's about female empowerment. You know, we all help one another. It's teamwork. You know, they could be the head cheerleader and create other teams with little cheerleaders in them, and they can just really rock and roll. Like, this is for them. Monat is for them, right? So you've got to really emphasize on these key things and tell them that, you know, it's a fun community, that we all celebrate each other when we've done a VIP, when we've done an MP, that, you know, we've got Jiffy Queens, that we're funny, whatever. You know, this is the type of information that these type of people want, right? So they're the head cheerleaders, and that's the blue team. I'm not sure if so far any of you have been able to put yourself in the yellow or the blue, but we'll talk about it afterwards. Okay, so yellow team, blue team. Let's talk about the green team. Who are the green team? They're the accountants, they're the computer nerds, they are the ones that are very logical but not so emotional. They are engineers. They have, you know, degrees like Monat, or, you know, give it a go. They will ask for information and again, because they are very methodical. You know, they just need to have everything in place. They like everything to be right, and it has to be correct, right? It's hard to close a green, right? They're far too intelligent, and, like, you know, everything has to be really, you know, logical. So we need to feed them with information. We need to plant seeds. We need to build a relationship with these guys. We might potentially even have to use their services. Okay. And then come back to them. And then eventually you may close. Right. So what they want, just as a recap, they want to be provided with resources. They want you to give them information so that they can do their research and due diligence. I've come across some of these. They start sending me links left, right, and center about things that they've discovered, and I'm like, oh, here we go. What they find now, right? So they're going to try and play the smart game. Don't let them aggravate you. They are lovely people just like us. Okay. But they trust their research and they love their decision. So once they're on board, then they will be a very, very good team member, because they will help to organize and structure everything and understand things legally, etc. So what do you mention to the green people, to the Spocks, right? You want to talk to them about statistics. You want to talk to them and say to them, you know, Monat, after 5 years, is a multi-billion-dollar company, right? They are debt-free. Not even Google, not even Amazon are debt-free, right? But Monat is. We have great compensation plans. I can discuss to you the structure and how it works, right? We have something called Smart Start. You can show them the compensation plan. They want to understand statistics. How has the company grown? What is the projection of the company, you know, in the next year? Is it the fastest growing hair company? Like Rochelle sent us a video today, which was fantastic, where she asked, you know, Alexa, sorry, where she asked Alexa, and Alexa was like, Monat, girl, right? So use these little cute, quirky, fun facts. Help, you know, make it fun. People don't want for things to be stale, right? If you want to be able to sell in your business, and park Monat for a second, people are looking for value. What value are you going to give to me? If you're selling me something, how many uses can I get out of it? Whether it be a dress or earrings, right? Whether it be food. Everyone is always going to be thinking, can you bring me value? And if you can bring value, people always come back, right? To build a reputation takes such a long time. And to lose a reputation takes literally seconds. So be very thoughtful that when you are approaching people and that when you're doing sales, that you're not becoming frustrated and telling them what they want to hear in order for you to be able to get the sale. Because the short road today is the long road tomorrow. All right. So
yeah.
those are your green.
Sorry, Joanna, I feel like you don't want people on your team that are dead weight as well. So like if they are saying no and they're asking way too many unnecessary questions, like I actually turned a girl down the other day. I was like, I'm really sorry, babe, you're not right for my team, because she just kept wasting my time. And I thought, how am I going to train this girl? How am I going to motivate her? How am I going to get her making sales if she's being this long-winded? She's probably one of the first people that reached out to me. And I just said to her, do you know what? I just don't think you're right for my team. And it might, you know, have a bit of reverse psychology, and it might motivate and incentivize her. But actually, I just think she'd be too hard work. She'd be the type of person that's turning around and demotivating the whole team, and we don't want that. So don't push too hard for a sale if it's not going to work. So
Absolutely, I totally agree with that. You know, and it's one of the things I teach in my Start Your Business Masterclass. You know, integrity is everything. Your values, your core, what you believe in, your principles. When you understand your integrity, when you understand your dignity, you have a lot of confidence. So when you deal with people in business, you'll be able to be, I want to go with this person, or I don't want to go with this person, right? Because it will repay you. Eventually you will have a wonderful team and it will grow. It will create success, right? We don't want to do things through deceit, through, you know, twisting the truth. We want to be completely transparent. We want to stick to the facts. We want to really speak as to how we feel in our hearts, right? Because I always say energy doesn't lie. We are all a frequency, right? The truth is a frequency. Lies are a frequency. That's why when you speak to certain people, you'll be like, something's off. I don't know, it doesn't feel right. Because energy honestly doesn't lie, right? So if you can feel it, other people can feel it. So let's go on to our next group, which is the red group. They're the Donald Trumps. I don't know if that's like a good comparison. Maybe not Donald Trump, maybe Madonna. But who are they? They like to be in charge. They're great organizers. They're always improving things. Always think that they know best. They're focused on the bottom line. What is the bottom line? They're interested in ROI. They don't listen because they already know it. All red think that the yellows, that they are yellows, sorry. Let's just go back to yellows. So the reds actually think that they are all of this. I think I'm a red, guys, I ain't gonna lie. I think I'm this, but I'm not. Okay.
red.
Hope. Okay. So they don't listen because they know it all already. I mean, I do listen sometimes. Depends. they love recognition, they love competition, and reds make loads of money. They do. They're just hustlers, right? So what they want to know about ranks. They want to know about who's supporting it, you know, Claudia, Astrid, you know, the influencers that we've got in our team. They need to be dropped, right? Because they're looking at opportunities, they're looking at growth. They're thinking, right, if I get onto this and I make this grow, how will I grow and how will my business grow? So they're ambitious, you know, they are true hardcore hustlers. They are the Del Boys, Eleanor. They're the Del Boys. Yeah, not the Rodneys.
Yes, Eleanor.
I think Rodney might be the yellow group, right? Okay, so you got to tell them about events that we do. We got to tell them about recognitions. You got to tell them how they can grow. You can create your team, Donald Trump, Madonna. Madonna, you can create your team. You can make it grow to another level, right? So that's the red team. So those are the 4 different types of personality. And there's 8 billion people in the world, and the majority fall into these 4 categories, right? Sometimes you get a little bit of, you know, yellow and blue and like red and yellow, you know, but once you understand the main 4 groups, you will be able to understand how to deal with them. Okay, energy is everything. We consume a lot of energy, right? And if we waste our energy, I'll tell you what's going to happen. You're going to end up becoming so fed up that you're not going to want to try. So you have to be intelligent with how you use your energy, right? We don't want a crazy bull in a china shop, right? We want someone that is going to use their energy intelligently. Have you ever seen, you know, 2 different types of people? One works like crazy, like get up 5 o'clock in the morning, they're doing one shift, that shift, this shift, that shift, and they're so physical and they're tired, and they come back home at 9 p.m. They're like, I can't deal. And then you've got the other one that is just like humming away, you know, rocking the commissions, just bringing the money in, and they're always on the phone, right? And they don't seem to get as tired, and it's because they're working smart. You got to work smart. You have one life. Tomorrow's not promised. Life is short, right? So let's not grow super old so quickly. We're all going to be old, right? I need to get Botox. Everything's closed. So I know I have to preserve the skin situation, right? So I don't want to be getting stressed and angry and upset constantly. So I know that I have to keep it zen. So those are your 4 personalities. This link is in your Dropbox link that you were given when you first joined. And if you want it again, don't worry. I'm going to put it in the group chat and I'm going to star it. So whenever you're looking for documents, you just go into the group chat and you look at what's been starred, and everything will be in there that you need and that you will need as a package to be able to give to your new business partner. Okay, now I'm going to that was like the intro. So now I'm going to pass it over to Rochelle, who's going to be speaking about VIPs and selling products and just generally her experiences. Okay.
Morning, everybody. Or is it afternoon now? No, we're still morning. So obviously I am very new to this. I think I'm on my week 4 now. Yeah, so I think I'm just coming to week 4. So for me, I already had a background in hair, so I have the knowledge, and I feel like education has always been the key for me in terms of sales. I think when you educate somebody, you give them an informed decision, and it means that they are making a decision without, you know, going off the cuff. Obviously, these are very high priced items. They're premium hair care, and it's very difficult for you to portray and show everybody exactly how amazing the product is without them physically seeing it within their hands. So we watch every day QVC, well, we don't watch it, but teleshopping and QVC is massive and a huge market. And the fact is, these people are continually showing you through a TV screen a product, and people are going out and they're purchasing these items. When I talk about QVCing, I talk about it with my staff all the time. QVCing is where somebody shows you an item and goes, hey, this is really great. And they talk about everything that's great about it. And what someone has to do is they have to go and they have to get their telephone, they have to type in a number, they have to call, they have to wait on hold. Then they have to go, okay, I want to purchase the item. They have to go get their purse. Then they have to type in their card details. And then they have to wait 3 to 5 days for the product to arrive. So for us, we obviously have a very similar situation where we can work through Instagram, we can physically show our friends samples that we have and they can physically try the product. When I do my videos and tutorials, I always try and show them exactly how the product's working. If I do that, I'm then showing them, this is my result, because they are following my Instagram page because they like me. I'm not just showing them random people that have had good results, because they don't care about these random people. They want to see me and my results. So if I can tell them my problem area, it might be in relation to them. I have a mum blog page. A lot of mums follow me, and they are, I can't cope with Helena. Oh my God, I just saw a Facebook comment was like, oh.
Oh, sorry, love. Let me take it off.
No, you're fine. Honestly, it's fine.
Okay.
But yeah, so I obviously will appeal to mums because, for one, we're very short of time. For two, we always have these issues with postpartum hair loss. So it's something that I felt I could tap into. I feel like if you try and sell every different product in the range, you need to focus on what you like personally, because when you have a passion for something, it's very easy to sell it because you've got that passion and it comes across. It's all about your energy. So when I show a product, I'm talking about postpartum hair loss. Intense repair treatment is probably one of the biggest sellers that I've been selling, because so many mums are going through it and it's a confidence thing. And I want to solve all of your problems and make you go out and be a confident woman. Skincare. Everybody is looking at skincare as the new makeup. People aren't trying to slather on makeup anymore. They want their skin to naturally glow. I right now have concealer on, and I would never ever go without makeup. I was the type of girl that would not be seen dead without makeup. And what I've done in lockdown is I've worked on my skincare. And people are always asking, well, you know, what have you got on? So if I can show you the products that I'm using to get this, why would you not give it a try? When you are selling to people, always remember that it sometimes takes 7 times, and it's called the rule of 7, and it's an old marketing rule. And basically it takes 7 times before somebody sees something before they decide to purchase it. So you might think, oh, I'm keep posting the same stuff, like no one's really biting. It's taking them 7 times. So the 6th time they might be really considering it, and the 7th time might be payday. And then they go, do you know what? I'm going to give it a try, because whatever their problem is, you have just shown them a solution. There's no point just going, yeah, look at this great sample I've got. Look at it. It's ice smooth. What does that mean? You have to educate them about what that will do to improve and enhance their life. They are buying, like shampoo and skincare is $1 billion industry. You are in the market for shampoo. We're not asking them to go out and buy a Range Rover, which is, you know, a higher priced item that people aren't necessarily going to have the money to buy. But everybody is buying shampoos and skincare, whether they're getting it from Boots or Tesco. But you need to educate them as to why they should be spending a little bit more on their hair care and their skincare range. One, because it's vegan and cruelty free, which is very appealable for a lot of people around the world nowadays. Everyone is making a conscious effort. I've been trying to do my bit in terms of vegan. So I'm sharing my story with people. I'm doing vegan and vegetarian recipes, and it's all part and parcel. It's not just constantly sales. And I think that's what makes people actually trust me and want to buy, because they know that it's real and it's legit. And I'm showing them my life, and I'm saying, look, I am not only just selling these products because they're bloody good, they're also really ethically good. And I'm doing my bit at home and encouraging my family to make these steps. What are you doing to be conscious about the world? The packaging, it's sustainable, it's recyclable, it's our children's future. again, I'm appealing to mothers who are also looking into steps that they can take to be eco-friendly. When we look at Monat, we know how good it is because we've all physically tried it, but they don't get to see that. So befores and afters are great of your hair. Your hair, you know, I'm on day 5 without washing it, and normally my hair would be quite rigid. It's still got life, it's still got movement. A really quick video of that, just me doing that action, showing the shine, is what people want to see, and it's what will get you that sale, because they'll go, oh, my hair normally, or I've got flakes in my hair, or I've got a bit of hair loss. And these are the things that obviously will help you encourage people to purchase it. When I have a client that is potentially interested, I don't just tell them, like, if they want to buy the intense repair treatment, it's £55 retail. If they just buy that one treatment, I'm doing them a massive, you know, I'm doing them a, what's the word? Injustice. A massive injustice, thank you, if I just go and say, here you go, just buy this treatment, because that alone on its own is not going to do the job it needs to do. It needs a good shampoo and it needs a good conditioner in conjunction with it. It's literally like going, hey, go and run your car just on oil. It needs petrol, it needs a service, it needs an MOT. You can't run these things on just one item, because when they go and use their Tresemme shampoo that they're told is a professional, which is not, they are going to strip out all of those expensive products that they've just put in their hair. So you need to educate them why Tresemme is not good. I would never touch Tresemme in my salon. It's filled with silicones. Silicones are coating the hair. So day 1, they're going to have a great result. Day 2, it's going to be a bit rigid, and then they're going to have to wash their hair again to get the same result. We are removing silicones and parabens and sulfates, which is salt. When we go in the sea with our hair, how dry does it feel? Why would we want to put salt in our hair? It's a bulking detergent, which was applied into shampoos to bulk it up, lather it up. These products still lather up. They still remove any impurity from your hair, but your hair and your scalp is not trying to quickly rejuvenate itself. Like, if you could bottle oils that your hair naturally produces, it's specific for your hair. But the reality is, as an industry, people don't like it artificially. We don't like the smell of, you know, dirty hair. We don't like the look of dirty hair. We want to remove all of this because, you know, cosmetically it looks great. So if you can do that whilst keeping the natural integrity of the hair and the natural integrity of the hair structure, why would you not do that? Because long term, it's going to, you know, pay off. You're going to have strength, you're going to have hair growth, you're going to have shine, you're not going to have to wash your hair as often. So actually, that product that was maybe £30 for them is going to last them a lot longer, and it's going to go a lot further. You're educating your client when they purchase. I've got a little poster that I send them. This is how you use they are having an education and a lesson. So they're not just buying a product from me, they're also buying how to do it. So I may do a how-to video too, showing them how I lather up the product in my hands, how much they need. So it's all of that they're buying. They're not just going in blind in a shopping centre, and they're in boots and they're looking and they're going, oh, what's my hair like? We're doing that for them. We're telling them exactly what their hair needs, and we're solving their problems. They're not just picking up any old shit that was on the shelf because it was on offer for £1.99, or butter balsam because it's £1. They're buying it because they know it's for them. So you're giving them the education on how to do it. Put a 50p piece size, rub it in your hands to emulsify. This activates the ingredients. What other hair care range does that happen with? Leaving it on their hair for 2 to 3 minutes is something that people don't do. Some people don't pre-shampoo, and people don't do a second shampoo. That's also a thing. Obviously, salons, we always do. So you're instantly going to get a better result from any shampoo you're using. But the fact is, you are giving them that education, and you are saying, this is how I go about getting the results from my hair. That is going to penetrate the hair. It is going to penetrate the scalp. It is going to do more than if you were just applying it and you're rinsing it off. It's giving the product a chance to do what it needs to do. And the first shampoo is the one that removes all the product buildup. The second shampoo is what physically penetrates the hair and does what it says on the tin. So when you've done that and you leave your conditioner on, it's sealing the cuticle and it's doing all these other little lovely things. And the 3-step program is what will get you your VIPs to buy. I always tell them, if you can't afford it now, babe, just wait. And I've had that with a client who was like, I can only afford one, babe. And I said, that's fine, no worries. Wait until you can afford to get the 3, because I would be doing you a massive misservice if I didn't offer you the whole steps, because you're going to be washing it out with a normal shampoo and it's pointless. You buy a treatment, it's not going to work in conjunction. So that's how you go about getting your VIP to close. When you, like, some people I've seen are going, hey, if you become a VIP, you're paying £18. You don't need to mention that at this point. You need to be telling them exactly what the product is doing. And when you put through 3 items, that £18 is still, it's actually still cheaper whether they were to buy it as a retail price. So I snapshot and I send the whole items of what they're getting, and it doesn't actually show the price. So I'll show you guys in the group, I'll send it to the group later. And what that does is it shows them what they're going to be buying, and then it shows the total, and it will show the retail price is around £196, and what they're getting it for is around 107. So instantly they're going to go, oh, that's good. They don't actually see the fact that that £18 is incorporated into it until I then tell them £18 is incorporated into this, but you're still getting discount. So it is still cheaper when you add the £18 into it. So if you can educate them on why they're saving and why it's good for them to start this hair journey, I'm not just telling them, you know, this is what you need. I'm telling them to go and get biotin, which is an amazing hair supplement. I'm telling them to eat more oily fish. I'm directing them on how to use the product. And that is why they trust me, and that is why they will trust the product. When they get it, it does its work, they're sold. They will be a customer and a client for life. So you have to show you in everything you are doing, because, and don't just bombard their feed. A lot of people say, because you must do a lot of work. You must spend a lot of time always on your phone. Every night, my kids are in bed and I get a bit of time. Myself and my husband are both self-employed, and we take our time and we sit there and we say, right, you do an hour of work, I'll do an hour of work. So I literally bank all of my images. I do it because I need images for the day to post, upload, keep the algorithms good on Instagram. I do this by getting all of my structure, my content, and the next day I upload it, it's ready to go. And then about midday, I upload a little bit more. And then during that day, I also incorporate my life, cooking dinner, lunch, my lifestyle, my day. And it's not just constant sales. And that's exactly what people see. If they just see 5 posts, they're going to turn off of your page. They're not going to follow you. They're going to get bored. They don't want to come on and just buy shampoo. But the reason why they do buy my shampoo is because they like what they see. They like that I'm not just showing shampoo. I'm showing me. I'm showing my family. I'm showing them tips and tricks. I'm showing them how to cook recipes, you know, vegan recipes, you know, normal recipes. I'm showing them that I'm a normal mum and I'm keeping it real. And that's exactly why they trust me when I say, look, this actually does work. We can talk about the concentrated ingredients and the fact that the product is 80% active ingredients as opposed to bulked out with water. But always remember as well, like, you know, Joanna touched on it earlier, a lot of people will see you posting and like in our group and say, oh my God, this person's getting 3 VIPs a day. Do not let it demotivate you. You can always stay in your own lane. I know that I'm a red. I have to admit it. I'm not a narcissist, but I'm a red, and I'm in competition with myself. I want to compete with myself. The person I was yesterday, I want to be better than that. So for me, it's all about ranking, getting the sales, getting the bonuses, getting the target, getting my VIPs in. And I thought, I'm going to do Smart Start once. Now I'm like, I'm going to do it twice. And when I get to twice, I'm going to do it 3 times, because I'm incentivized by money. Not everybody is incentivized by money. So don't ever feel put off that the fact you're maybe getting 1 VIP a day, it's still 15% commission that you weren't getting before. And you are doing all of the things that you were normally doing. So always try and reach out. So I've been doing polls, and it's a good way of people interacting with your page. It's not just bombarding them with information. It's, you know, do you have any hair care issues? They can write you a question about it. Then I can educate people. It's not them constantly always going into my direct message inbox. It's them seeing things 7 times and they're making a decision on that product. So I 100% believe that hard work pays off. I feel like you need to put out at least 3 posts a day of the product that you are selling. And incorporate everything else in that time. 3 posts is normally what people will tap through and retain. If there's anything more, they start to switch off. They get bored. They start wanting to unfollow you. So 3 posts is what it takes to keep people interested and engaged in your Instagram page. Obviously, we have our engagement group too. That's really great for our algorithms. So if you can get involved in that, that will keep your feed up on the Instagram feed. So if we're engaging in the group, people are going, oh, what's this? And it helps you get people directed to your page, because we can't rely solely on our friends and family to purchase this. We need to reach out. We need to grow our Instagrams in order for other people to see the products that we have on offer. I know that I gave myself 30 days and I said, I'm going to give this my all. And I have probably surpassed and surprised myself in actually how many people have purchased, because you do feel a bit awkward sometimes. You're like, oh, I don't want to be selling. I don't want to be approaching people. But you would be surprised at how many people will thank you for the fact that you have changed their life. Hair is such an amazing confidence booster. I'm in an industry where I started in a recession. People are looking at me like, why are you selling shampoo, Shell? Because lockdown taught me that we have got to find different revenues of making money, because I can't physically rely on my hands to make me money anymore. So I'm using different ways and different avenues. So if I can show you that I trust these products, and that opening a business in a recession, that, you know, women are really into hair, and you would be surprised at how much it boosts their confidence. The messages I get afterwards is like, I was really, you know, shy to go out because I was having flakes that were so visible. I've tried everything on the market. This works. And it's all of that you see, the rewards. It's not just the money and the cash and the bonuses and the incentives and the ranks. It's the fact that that client loves you, and it's the repeat business. You are selling them something that they needed, and they're thankful for you changing their life. And it might seem silly to some, but skincare is so huge. Like someone with acne, psoriasis, someone with dandruff, dry hair, someone with oily scalp, their hair doesn't grow, someone with, you know, patches of hair loss. These are things that are confidence boosters. And as soon as they start telling their friends about it, you know exactly that you've done the right job there. And you might not be a red like me and Joanna, but you might be a yellow who is nurturing, and you're looking for ways in which to help people's lives. And you are helping them by directing them in the way of a good shampoo product. I always tell people, anything under the price of £15 is just bulked out with water. Turn the package over and you'll see aqua's the first ingredient. Then you'll see sulfate, sulfonates, sulfates, sodium chloride, and it's just rubbish. And you're literally just chucking your hair in salt water. Why would you do that? So always remember why you're selling this to your product. It's not just about sales. It's about that long-term commitment with your client. You are helping them long-term achieve their hair goals or their skincare goals. And you are making sure that they trust you and they will be coming back. And again, VIPs get £20 if they recommend a friend, and their friend gets £20. So they will go out there and do network marketing for you because they're so amazed at their hair. So tell them, take a before and after for me. And then you post it and they'll repost it, and their friends will go, oh, what's that? They start following you, they inquire, you've got your next sale. Any questions?
I just see Amjid just put, is the ups the ingredients then?
The unique selling point. Do you mean the USP?
Yeah.
Yeah. So absolutely. But obviously we have a real great brand that we're using. The fact that it's cruelty free, the fact that it's sulfate free is a really important thing to educate your clients with. A lot of my clients didn't realize that their color was fading, and the reason why is because you are literally stripping the color from your hair. So if you educate them and give them the tools to go home and look after their hair between their hair care appointments, rejuva beads, a lot of people at the moment aren't able to be getting haircuts, so it's sealing their split ends. It's, you know, if they're using heat, you know, you can offer thermal protection. If they're using a dry shampoo, it's steering you in the direction of good quality products. I don't just promote Monat on my page. I talk about Lumi Spas because my friend sells them. I talk about Illumia, which is an amazing, great range. That's all medical grade skincare. I use a variety of things. And if I'm showing people, they are knowing that everything I'm showing them is what I physically use on me. So you find your USP upon that works for you. If yours might be, you know, receding hairline, or, you know, men have it completely. They always tend to get this here. One thing to drum in is that you cannot get hair loss back when it's gone. So if you can prevent and strengthen the hair follicles and give them an active ingredient that's going to strengthen what they currently have, it means that it's not going to have as much hair fall and as much hair loss. So like, we wouldn't be able to sell these products if they weren't good. And that's exactly what you need to show to your client. The befores and afters are exactly what works. Videos, tutorials of yourself, because that's what they're buying into. They're on your Instagram page for you.
Okay, thank you.
It's okay. Anyone else?
Okay, I might as well carry on as I'm unmuted. So a bit of background about myself. I'm probably a yellow, actually. I've been involved in helping children and adults in mainly martial arts and keep fit. Okay, so it's a bit of a coaching background, similar to a teacher, but it's my own business, and I run it with my children. Okay, and from 2 years now, the club's been going, actually, and we've got about 120 members now, and that's all through word of mouth. Okay, I don't have an Instagram page. I don't do social media. I have nothing. Okay, and even from the lockdown, we're currently doing Zoom classes as well. But from the 4th of July, we can actually do outdoor classes. The lockdown does prevent you doing stuff, but it's a great opportunity for businesses to take off. Okay, a lot of people want to feel good about themselves, and they're stuck indoors, and especially for I'm not going to be sexist or anything, but reality is what reality is. Okay, and you know, white is white and black is black. Okay, male is a male and a female is a female. Okay, now from my own experience, I'm an Asian male. I'm in my 50s. Okay, and over the years, a lot of Asian men have been going to places like Turkey to get hair transplants and things like that. Okay, and even myself, I was telling Cecile a couple of years ago, I was going to go myself to Turkey and get hair transplant. But the issues people always think is, how long does it last, and all these questions. It's a big payment. What are the side effects? Okay, what are the side effects of having them as well? Now you get headaches. What's the treatment you have to do afterwards? There's about 30 injections you have to take beforehand. So there's a massive market for it. Okay, go back 30 years, men weren't into all this. Okay, there was no, I don't know what all the ladies do. I don't know, Botox. I don't know what Botox is, actually. Okay, so you could educate me. But men weren't even into looking after their hair. Okay, but I don't think so many men care about their hair going grey. They will initially, but they're more worried about hair falling out. Okay, so whoever I speak to, probably in my younger age group, from 40s upwards, where there's a great market for it. There's a great market. And I think because it's a premium product, I can't pitch this to people who I know won't be able to afford it. It's just going to waste my time. Okay.
So I put in the group a picture, some images, and I had the same thing with a gentleman telling me that they considered a hair transplant. A hair transplant in the UK, even in Turkey, costs around £3,000. You have to talk about the benefits that try this first, because it's going to set you back £100 for the shampoo, the conditioner, and the treatment. But if you spend out £3,000, it might not take. You've got a lot of downtime, you've got pain, you've got travel time, you've got to take time out of work. So why would you not try £100 first? It's creating the worth of the product.
Yeah.
They might think like a transplant is the last resort, but actually try this first, and if it still doesn't work, then okay, fair enough, go and get your transplant. But £100 and 4K, I know what I would rather pay.
No.
I think
also it's like you say, it's also it might not work, okay? And then you've wasted £4,000 or whatever it is. If you wasted £100, normally people can take that as a hit. There's no more than getting a parking ticket, okay? Yeah. But going back to selling the product, I mean, it is a very competitive market, and I don't think there's many products out there for men. There are a few, but like I was saying to Cecile, I was saying to her, I think yesterday, that I will only market it once I'm happy. But once I've used it after this month when I get it, I can happily, because I'm a yellow, right? I will happily go. For me, it's not about making the money. Money's great, okay? It's about helping the people, okay? I have students on my books who don't even pay me for lessons because they come from a one single parent family, and when I find out they're leaving for, they haven't got financial stability and they can't afford the classes, and I say, no, you don't leave, don't pay me. Okay, if your finances improve, that's fine. Okay, if I'm helping someone at my age, that's great. Okay, that's my way of paying back. Okay, because the country's been good to my kids, and Cecile knows what kind of high end my kids got to with Great Britain in their martial arts. Okay, so for me, it's not about the money. I'm not saying I'm a multi-millionaire. Okay. I do property development, okay, and martial arts, I do it as a hobby. And I set the club up for my kids, not for myself. So I don't take a penny from it.
Sorry, can I just say, just listening to everything that you're saying, which is some incredibly important and vital points that you're making there. And just following on from what you're saying and from what Rochelle's saying, let's not forget something, right? We are not just selling products. Okay, we are selling a business, and there are a lot of people out there, right, that especially because of COVID do not have an income. Okay, yep. I have spoken to many people that are really struggling right now and that are suffering, and it breaks my heart. Okay, one of the things that I do is that I'm a business coach, right? Yep. I have a platform called Self-Made Girl Boss. I do masterclasses for free, right, for women to be able to support them to start their own business. And this is where everything becomes very interesting, because Rochelle has very kindly made some incredibly useful and informative points on how all of you can sell these products. And I appreciate that some of you perhaps haven't tried them, and I can assure you that once you do, you will be very happy. Our return rate is 1%, right? That's 1% out of the USA, UK, Canada, Poland, and Ireland, right? For me, that says a lot. And depending on what color you are and what team you're in, right? If you're a yellow, a green, or a red, you will really like that statistic. Not to mention that no one is forced to do anything that they don't want to do. We offer a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you do not want to be involved in this business, if you do not think the products are for you, then guess what? If you change your mind in 1, 2, 3 weeks, send the bottles back. It doesn't matter if you use them, we'll give you your money back. Because we are that sure, right, that our products are that amazing. Okay, yeah. So let's talk about the business.
Yeah, so from that, going on from that, I mean, what I wasn't saying, because I've got these single mums on my book.
Amazing.
Right, it is a great opportunity, and that comes back to what I was saying earlier about, you know, what's going on now. So, you know, I can put it to them. So I know who's in difficulty, right? As a business, they want to do something for themselves. Okay, and then on the other side, I know I can go to my business associates and say, okay, the guys, and say, your hair's losing, you're going bald or whatever, try this. And it's only through my word of mouth, they'll try it. Okay,
yes, that's what it is, Amjad. And you also got to remember, like, people will want to support you. Like, I went from making thousands of pounds a day in my business to making zero. And you would be surprised at how quickly the bank balance drops. And so many people have been supporting me and just buying stuff because they want to see me succeed and come out the other end because of lockdown. So they're exactly the same as you. You might never overlook somebody. Like, the people that actually spend the most of money with me are those that I don't think that can. And the ones that don't spend are the ones with a lot of money. And that's why they're rich. So never overlook someone. Like, if your friends are supporting you because you're not making an income, they will turn around and love it and do a share or tell someone on their Instagram. So you might not have Instagram, but them posting that product might obviously give you that help. So never overlook somebody thinking that they can't afford it.
So true. But guys, I know that, Shell, you've got a meeting in half an hour and some girls need to go. So I just want to wrap it up. Any questions we can answer after this. I want to get onto the other side of the business, which is selling the business. Okay, so like I said, thank you so much, Rochelle, for sharing with us such incredible expert knowledge. You have done so incredibly well. In fact, out of the whole of Claudia's team, she is actually number one at selling all the products and helping others with beauty. So I think that is an incredible achievement for someone that's not been in the team for that long. Right, so moving on to the business. Girls, guys, guess what? You're business owners. You're business owners.
Woo!
Right? You all own a business. And do you know what it's called? It's called Monat. If you don't believe that you own a business, you are not going to be able to sell the business. So I need you all to understand one thing. You are business owners. You are now entrepreneurs. You are hustlers, right? And one of the biggest keys to success is to give. The more you give, the more life gives to you. Don't ask me how it works. It's magic. Okay? If you can help others make money, that's an achievement. Well, it is for me anyway. I feel so rewarded every single day via my platform that I get to help others. And so can you. Okay? Now, for those of you that want to start their own business and have chosen Monat to be able to understand business, amazing. There are many people that you may know that want to be into business, haven't got the money to be into business because you need a lot of overhead. Say if you want to get a location, rent, if you want to build a website, you know, if you want to sell products, you need an inventory, you need to buy stock. Monat is wonderful for these people. Why? You get your own website. You get your own starter kit with products. You get samples. You get workbooks. You get unlimited training. You get your own team. You get to create your own team. Right? And for those of you that are in this team, will have already seen how much we all support one another. It's not just about Monat, it's about us. Right? Us as people. We want to be able to grow. And you can go far on your own, but you can go so far with a team. And the idea is that if you grow a team, you will grow. Set yourself up to win. Okay? You want to be able to sell products. You want to be able to get those VIPs because those VIPs are going to come back and they're going to make sales, right? And that's going to go onto your personal volume. But you also need group volume. If you want to be in this business, then create your team. Make a proper go of it. One, you will motivate them and they will motivate you. There is nothing so special than working with others. I love people. I love people. We are all, no one here is getting out alive, by the way, just so you know, FYI. Right? And guess what? We all have the same hours in a day. You know, when people say they haven't got enough time, I'm thinking, well, I've got the same time as you. I think what's really important in order for us not to drown and to feel suffocated is structure. Organize your day. How many hours or minutes are you going to give to Monat? Are you going to give to your family? Are you going to give to your own business? Are you going to go give to friendships? You need to be able to make a quality of your life, right? If your life is enjoyable, you're going to enjoy everything. It's just science. It's magnet. It's just, it attracts. Good attracts good, bad attracts bad. Okay? So when I sell the business to others, for me, it's like, why wouldn't you be part of this? Let me explain to you what's going on here, right? I have made $2,000 in 2 weeks. I wasn't looking to make $2,000 in 2 weeks, right? I do these interviews on Self-Made Girl Boss, and I interviewed Claudia and I interviewed Kat, and you know, they approached me, and when they told me like basically what the company stands for and how everyone empowers everyone, I thought, this is an amazing opportunity. MLM is amazing. It is. I don't care what anyone says. Oh no, it's pyramid scheme. Oh no, this is bad. You need people. We need people. If you want to grow, you need people. MLM is a certain part of business in every single business that you do. There's small scales, big scales, there's multi-level, huge global sales of it, right? But it works in the more or less the same way. Okay, so when people turn around and say to you, no, this isn't for me, I just don't agree. They don't know what they're talking about, right? They're the type of people that have chosen for, let's leave Britain, Brexit, yeah? And then you go to them, right, we've left Brexit now. How do you feel? And they're like, I feel great, you know, the country's back. And you're like, what are you talking about? Do you even know what you're talking about? You don't know what you're talking about, my friend. Okay? So when you're dealing with people that just need education and information, woosah with them, right? All they need is just knowledge. Knowledge is power. When you understand something, you can grow with it, right? So people that say to you right now that this doesn't work, that this is a pyramid scheme, that this is rubbish, let me tell you something, don't believe them. I don't want anyone here to wobble, right? I have 3 other businesses. I've got Monaco Interiors, which is an interior design business. I've got Monaco Furniture, which is bespoke furniture. I have a property portfolio of people literally, you know, it's all rented out. They've got problems with their washing machine. They've got problems with their gas. It's like insane. Honestly, every day there's something wrong, right? And they take my time. But at the same time, I'm here to make money. So I understand the formula to business. And it's not just me. Rochelle, there are so many girls on here that have other businesses, right? And it's funny because all the ones that have other businesses are the ones that are smashing it because they get it. It's the formula of business, right? If you want to be able to grow in your own business, whether it's clothing, whether it's jewelry, whether it's a shake or you know, whatever it may be, juicing, whatever it is, you need people. Give your energy to Monat. Grow this business and you will see how much we will support you. And we will help you grow. Why wouldn't you want to be part of that? I speak to these girls and I'm like, okay, I see that, you know, you're a makeup artist, or I see that you know, you have a hair salon. And you tell me, how are you finding it at the minute, right? I always show interest in them. I show that I've been watching them. I show that I appreciate them, that I understand them. Listen, you've got to understand something. Us as humans love to talk about ourselves. We love it. We do, right? Get someone to talk about themselves and you've got your best mate there. They love it, right? So really open up a conversation with girls or with guys about them, building rapport, bringing value. When someone feels that you care about them, they will give you the microphone for you to be able to speak. And once you've built that trust, that rapport, quickly, because us as business people, we have to. in any industry. We want to make sales, right? They will then listen to what you've got to say. And even if they don't agree there and then, because the business decision is sometimes a little bit more, it needs more thought than, for example, I don't know, buying products, right? Because it's going to take your time and your commitment and your energy. Don't worry. Plant the seed. You plant the seed, you water it, you build a rapport, you build a friendship, and then eventually 5 out of 10 of the times, at 50-50, they do actually sign up. Now, in my first month, I didn't do anything because I didn't believe in it. Well, I did believe in it. I just thought, this is a pyramid scheme. And then I realized something, that, quitters, they don't win. I've never seen a quitter that's won. So I decided that it was a Tuesday 3 weeks ago that I was going to give it a go. In 2 weeks, I signed up 10 people. In 3 weeks, I signed up 12 people. We now have a team of over 24 people. And this team wasn't grown in 6 months. This team was grown in literally under 4 weeks. And I've made so many friends. I can't tell you how much I have grown to care for every single one of you. Like, literally, I get goosebumps when you speak to me, when you call me, even when my dog died, like how all of you were so supportive and just sending me messages and wanting to know how I was. I was like, I have found a family here. Why would no one want to join up to this business when we've created such a beautiful environment? Like, even if I just sell one shampoo like a month, right, and I'm really giving it my all, I know that I've got a tribe of women and men behind me that are rooting for me and that are pushing me up the hill, right? So if you love people and you want to help others, then help them by bringing them onto this company and making them a business partner. And we can teach them how to bring another source of income. Like Amjad said, not everyone is money motivated. They just want enough, right? They just want to be able to survive, and that's okay. And then you get other people that, they want to be multimillionaires and they want to smash it, right? Apparently they said, like, in order to be a multi-millionaire, you need like 6 or 7 streams of income. Well, let this be one of those streams of income if you are money motivated. And if you know people that are not money motivated, but they're struggling, then help them. Help them from the heart, right? You're not doing this to get numbers, please. I don't want that. I want you to do this because you care and because love motivates you. Love is the fuel and the petrol to your car. And selling the business is just that. How will people not want to join in? We're living in so much hate and wars and problems and diseases and viruses and infections and dogs dying and this dying and some, there's always going to be problems that we're facing every single day. But yet we can all run away to this beautiful family that we've created and help each other grow. Like, for example, Lisa, I'm going to use Lisa as an example because, she got a little bit nervous and she got really overwhelmed. And you know what? That's absolutely fine. It is super overwhelming. We're like, hey, how are you? Woo, party, jiffy, woo, meme, this. And it's just like, geez, what's wrong with these people? What are they taking, right? But if you give it a little bit of time, you'll see that what it is just that we're just super like happy to be around one another. I think now we should wrap it up. We've been here for an hour and 15 minutes. We've got the group. We can do these calls every couple of weeks. I know that we should be doing some role plays as well. So like that always helps when we actually get involved. I was going to do some with Rochelle today, but I just think time is just whizzing by. So maybe let's schedule another call. We can do breakout groups and me, Rochelle, can jump into the breakout groups and, help everyone with pretending to be you know, a yellow, a green, a blue, or a red. And that's basically it.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye, babe.
Thank you.